Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Starting things off, thank you all for 1K. It's very appreciated, and yes, I cried. Anyway, you read the title of this video, so I'm going to explain this challenge to you. Basically, you choose a warrior's book, preferably paperback, and you randomly flip to a page without looking. Then you bookmark it and draw whatever scene you landed on. I have a lot of series books, so I'm going to be using them. Don't have any super editions, unfortunately. Also, unfortunately, I don't have a very good recording setup yet, as you can hear from my voice, so I'll have to listen to my grainy voice reading the scenes. Alright, let's get started. Fur brushed Thunder's flanks as Moss reared beside him. Fern dashed from the edge of camp and ducked beneath the terrier's chin. Hissing, she rolled onto her back and scrambled beneath the dog's belly. With a yowl, she began churning her hind paws. Thunder smelled the stone tang of blood and clawed the dog on the ear as it turned to bite the hissing cat beneath him. On the other side of the clearing, Slash, Splinter, and Beetle fought beside a yellow-eyed tabby, driving a russet-colored mongrel toward the camp entrance. They swiped at it one after another in a relentless barrage until the excited gleam in the dog's eyes turned into confusion. Frog raced past Thunder, nearly unbalancing him as he fled a black dog. Slavering, it barged past Thunder, its greedy gaze fixed on the gray tom. A burly brown tom leaped from the reeks, landing on the dog's muzzle as he soared past. The dog scrambled to a halt and yelped with rage. Frog reared, and the white tom found its footing, aimed a vicious blow at the dog's snout. Beetle raced to help, blood still streaking from her nose from her fight with Splinter. She ducked beneath the dog and fell beside Frog. The brown tom joined them, and together they lashed out at the dog's snapping jaws. "Thunder, look out!" His lightning tail's cry sounded in his ear. Paws shoved him aside. Teeth snapped beside his cheek as he turned. Fern had pushed him clear as the terrier had lunged for him, fear surging through his muscles. He flung a blow after blow at the dog's face. Moss was clinging like a tick to its back. Thunder flattened his ears as the camp rang with the screech of battle. Across the camp, the mongrel yelled with pain as Slash, Beetle, and Splinter, and the tabby tom drove it away. Eyes blazing with hate, Slash swung a paw at the dog's nose. Blood sprayed his pelt as he sliced his muzzle open. Yelling in agony, the mongrel fled and turned towards the pines. And that was the first book. On to the next one. I don't understand why Firestar's worried about the water. Squirrelflight twitched her whiskers. With the lake right outside our dens, we're hardly going to get thirsty. I think you're missing the point, Leafpaw told her. If Firestar agrees to make the stream our boundary, that means Windclan gets back the stretch of woodland and one Whisker gave to us. Squirrelflight blinked. So this is Firestar's way of turning him down, without making it look as if One Whisker were being too generous in the first place. Leafpaw nodded. Thanks, Firestar. One Whisker sounded relieved, although it was impossible to tell whether he wanted to be able to hunt in the trees, or because he knew this satisfied his more restless warriors. That's fine by us, and we'll take the fence on the far side of the horse place as our other border. That leaves the rest of the territory for RiverClan, meowed Leopardstar. Except for where we are now, Firestar warned. This place should belong to no clan, so that we have somewhere to gather. The RiverClan leader's eyes narrowed. You're very eager to give this part of my territory away, she rasped. For once, Blackstar supported Firestar. We have to gather somewhere. There isn't anywhere else with enough room for all of us. This is obviously RiverClan territory, Leopardstar insisted. There are important herbs growing around these marshes. Firestar touched her shoulder with his tail. Leopardstar, our medicine cat hopes StarClan will show us a better place to gather. Give up your claim for now, and maybe in the next full moon you'll be able to treat this all as yours. Leopardstar hesitated, then responded with a curt nod. From now, RiverClan will let the 4 clans gather here, she meowed. But if there is no sign for StarClan within 2 moons, you'll have to think again. Firestar went out to tell the other clans how ThunderClan was settling in, proudly adding that they had made a new warrior. Spiderleg keeps his vigil here tonight, he finished. A shadow fell across the clearing. Leafpaw looked up to see that a cloud had drifted over the moon, not thick enough to hide it completely, but enough to make the night seem dark and eerie. A cold, damp wind swept off the lake, ruffling fur and rattling branches overhead. Leafpaw noticed some of the cats shifting uneasily and glanced over their shoulders. This isn't like Fortress, Ashfur muttered. We felt safe there. StarClan is with us wherever we are, Leafpaw reminded him. But her words didn't seem to reassure him or any of the other cats. Sorry for all the stutters in that one. Anyway, on to the next one. Up on the ridge, a cold, fresh breeze was blowing through the trees across from the lake. Hollypaw thought she could detect the scent of RiverClan on it. Her paws itched to go exploring, but she wanted to get back before Graystripe and Millie woke up. She ducked her head and began to sniff of the ground, hoping to find a scent of a trail that might lead her to Borage. She desperately tried to remember what it smelt like in the medicine den, but her nose was too full of scents of water and wind. She padded down the steep slope, heading for where the trees thinned. The sun sparkled on the lake. What a great day for hunting! She pushed that thought away. This was hunting. Hunting for Borage. Sniffing the ground once more, she picked up a tangy scent that seemed familiar. She followed it carefully, climbing over the low boulders that dipped on the ground, tracking the scents in some long grass where she spotted green, jagged leaves growing in a clump on long, thin stems. They carried a scent that she had been following. It was stronger up close and more bitter. Was this Borage? She had seen this before, she was sure. She glanced up at the sun, shone high above her. Leafpool would be waking Graystripe and Millie soon. Quickly, she nipped a few stems, breaking them at the base, and careful not to swallow any of the bitter sap. She pitied the cat who had to eat foul-tasting herbs as she picked up the fallen stems in her jaws and hurried back to camp. Hopefully I don't have to redo any of that. There's a lot of background noise, I'm very sorry for that. Anyway, that's all 3 of the speed paints. Thank you all for watching. This was very fun, actually. Took a few days. And again, thank you all for 1K subscribers. It's a big goal of mine to get here, and now I finally did. I don't know what else to do besides host more maps like I am already doing. I do plan to host another map really soon. Hopefully you'll be able to join that. Thanks for watching. See you later.